Happy Tuesday. Good morning, everyone. We're here. We are observing the market. Right now, you don't see the market, so I'll open it. But um, I made a new video, which was just like, a raw video, but I liked it, and I'm just gonna see if I'm gonna post it. But I'm really digging the YouTube vibes, and I just want to get better and keep providing value. So that is my focus. Oh no, I made a mistake. I have to fix that now because I need to be able to do that. I apologize for that. Okay, now we're good. Here we are. Okay, let's start our breakdown from the high time frames to the low time frames. So we start with the the 1 day and 1 week. So we can see oh yeah, CPI came out, so that's gonna let me quickly check on that, because let's just see what CPI came in as. Oh wow, okay, so it came under expected. So it was expected to be 0.3, it came at 0.2, and year over year CPI was 2.7, which matters. So it's stable, nothing dangerous, nothing to worry about. I think that's why the market didn't do anything crazy, didn't go too high, didn't go too low. But it's nice to see NQ finally break out of this area. I mean, it's trying to. It's of course taking resistance. ES is also at all-time highs, so pretty clean. Price action like this is not my favorite, and yesterday was a good example. I gave my grade I gave myself a C grade for that trade, just because I was too focused on liquidity that I didn't even realize that there was 1 minute value area low, because I saw the 5 minute value area low, and they switch it sometimes. I'm not gonna complain about it, but it's simply that was something I could have looked into, and I gave it a C grade just because it was early, and it was not my best trade. So anyways, okay, great. So I just took a look at that. I mean, what I love about CPI days is that we have a lot of liquidity during that CPI candle. So I want to see if we're able to retrace it in this time period. Anyways, or I mean, no, it's enough of a catalyst that we do retrace it, but it doesn't have to happen now or like today or like, but we will retrace it. Anyways, so yeah, I see a little bit of resistance here, but I don't want to call it too soon. I'm not gonna add that line yet. Just gonna give it give it a little bit more time. So now let's get to the 4 hour and 1 hour. So we can take a look at. Okay, so the CPI candle made a new all-time high on ES of 7,036. So will we retrace this candle to the upside or to the downside first? That's the real question. That's really, yeah, that's all I can say about that. And how high did ES go? Excuse me. NQ. I don't know why I'm yawning. I'm not even tired. Okay. So now the 4 hour and 1 hour. So you chopped, accumulated. No, yeah, it's just really like we could theoretically chop, clear the liquidity of the CPI candle lower, or hunt the top of the wick. Either way, the market is not going to make it easy, because I'm pretty sure the market knows that like a lot of people see this, so we have to be careful. And I don't want the same thing to happen yesterday. So I'm extra careful today. I'm sitting on my hands and just making sure that I'm not taking a trade and then like being like, oh god, that was a horrible trade. Because I don't mind taking losses. Give me losses. Like, okay. I don't mind like today take a trade and it's a loss. Okay, that's great. But if I'm gonna take a loss, let it be a loss that like I'm proud of. You know what I mean? Like I did my analyzation. Like yesterday, I was not proud of the trade just simply because I could have seen that clue on the 1 minute chart, which I didn't, and that's just lack of due diligence. Anyways, okay. So yeah, consolidation. I mean, it's just like, will we retrace this? We already had a little bit of a like this consolidation period. Sellers trying to push lower, so I think buyers are in control. But I feel okay. Let's see if this. Just a little bit worried this plays before 9:45. That's my only worry. Anyways, um, okay. It's all right. Like there's nothing. There's really just one thing. A lot of consolidation with the CPI candle, and now we're gonna see, do we retrace the high side? I mean the top or the low. Okay. Now let's get to the 1 minute and 5 minute. So we're gonna log in first. So I don't think there's gonna be anything. Oh yeah, no, not on yes. Okay. So yeah, nothing that is stand. I'm just checking the previous days for any valley areas, but it's just gonna be okay. We have a low volume node right here. Just wanna yeah, we have a low volume node here too from yesterday. Okay, so we're at view up. Um, so basically on a candle by candle basis, buyers tried, sellers controlled, buyers took control again, and we are now just a little bit of a consolidation. But I do see aggressive and aggressive sellers stepping in, so it's pretty balanced in the direction so far. Okay. Buyers were absorbed here. Did I just say absorbed? Yeah, I did. Absorbed. Yeah, absorbed. Anyway. Okay. Um, yeah. I mean, again, this is some second leg structure, making a little bit of a move back up. A little bit of a divergence where ES is lagging behind and NQ is making a new high to higher high. Let's take a look at what happens next. We got a little bit of a double top coming up here. Right here. Aggressive buyers are present. An aggressive seller just stepped in. That aggressive seller got absorbed. Consolidation. Aggressive buyer stepped in. Aggressive seller don't like that. Buyer stepping in again. Buyer stepped in. Let me show you what I'm seeing. Is liquidity higher? Oh shit, we're really close. Okay. $6.045. Okay. Trying to see some second leg structure. I need to see a pullback. Can't be that easy. A little bit of a consolidation here. Let's see a pullback. A low volume node exists here. Nice trap. Very good trap. Like very, very good trap by the market. And I fell straight for that pain. That was bad. Okay. I mean, it completely, like, I completely fell for that plane. It just ran up so close. And I took that trade. And I was just, like, even telling myself that, like, let's wait for that pain to be given. I was like, which is basically a second leg. That was bad. Oh, God. Two losses in a row. I did say it can happen. And it did happen. It's not the best, but I mean, it's gonna play. It's gonna play, but I can't break my rules. I can't act on a second trade, no matter what. But I keep being impatient. Like, I don't know. It's just that. Yeah, I mean, if I take another loss, I'm gonna have to take a break and just like get my. Oh wow. So buyers, like, this is the trap this is a really good trap though, because buyers felt in control and I genuinely thought they were in control. Liquidity was protected, which is insane. Liquidity was not even hit. It was a fake out. It was like basically it was there and now it's not even there. And buyers came in aggressively and I was like, okay, it was so close. I played it, and sellers immediately took action, and it's like, yeah, I probably got slipped too, so it's gonna be a bad loss. But poor trade, very poor. I'm not very proud of it. Again, well, it's at the end of the day, it's a little bit better than yesterday because there's nothing like. I mean, yeah, I could have been more patient. Yeah, I could have just been more patient for sure. And I'm just irritated a little bit about how early my trades are being taken. Like, I don't know, it's just because I'm trusting the price action too much. But yeah, if I take another loss, I'm gonna have to definitely, like, three losses in a row. It's not making sense, so I would have to take a break and just, like, I don't know, recenter myself. I feel like I'm rushing maybe, but I'll have to see what is like what is something that I need to change. But right now, I'm not proud of that. Would I have done anything different? I would have just been like, yeah, I don't know actually. It was too early too. That's another problem. Anyways, these things are gonna happen. I don't think like this trade to CPI, the wick, would have like had a good win rate. So it was just one day where it didn't play out properly. Um, I'm not too disappointed as a trade as yesterday, but again, it's just like I mean, I might would I do it again? I'm just wondering. We had a nice breakout. It was only like 8 points away. Yeah, I don't mind the trade. That's the thing. Like we had 8 points away, and sellers just came in. I guess I did tell myself let's wait for a second like structure, and it never came. So I was wondering like, okay, buyers are this aggressive, but yeah, it's not been good for me. Just two losses in a row where I'm getting trapped. Um, yeah, okay, I'm gonna call it. So let's take a look at how the loss is, because it was pretty aggressive, and very likely I got slipped because that's what the market likes to do. I mean, it's just it's trading views. I again like if I were to tell one thing out of my advice, do not trade with trading view. Just do not. It's the worst thing to trade with. So yeah, it was an $1,800 loser. So even higher than yesterday. Things are not looking that good for us. Like, I mean, I'm still flexible. Like I'm not like I could 3 losses in a row. We're gonna oh, you're not seeing what I'm seeing. Yeah, so 3 losses in a row. Definitely start looking into this, because it's just heavy because the losses are so much bigger, and my trailing is at 4,000. So I'm just trying to think. Does that make sense? 4,000, 5,000, 3,000. I know that makes sense actually. 3,000. Yeah, makes sense actually. Okay, that's a proper trailing threshold. It's a little bit lower, but it's not like it's not out of this world. So the losses, yeah, it gets a little bit frustrating, just because my losses are just so much bigger. So I was slipped by almost 2 points, basically 2 points. So that's rough. Yesterday I was slipped by 1 point, and I know slippage is part of it, 100%. But I'm not joking. I'm slipped every single trade, so I know it's something with my order, but I can't change that. Like, if I were to change that, I have to change my edge, and it's a price I have to pay. I like it does annoy me, and I feel like it's the most annoying thing about my current setup. Like I wrote it on my contract too. Basically, is that my wins may net smaller than my losses, even when they both are 1R. For example, a winner is 1,400 net, and a loser is 1,700 net. But this time it's 1,800 net. I accept this. I accept this before I enter the market as a cost of doing business, not a reason to force trades. When I take 2 trades and make it back into winners, but still feel down, I stay calm. I do not act or chase, because the thing is, if I take 2 winners now, I would make either less maximum the winners can be 1,400, and it's like that's like if I'm lucky. They're usually 1,300, 1,350 or 1,300. So if that's the case, like I'm still gonna be down 400. So it's basically me needing to taking 3 trades so I can erase this, even though I take 1R. So I guess that's the only thing. But when it first happened, I tilted. I'm not letting it happen for sure. So I'm aware that I'm not gonna let this number get to me. It's simply just because that it's just bigger than my winners, even though I don't try to. It's just how it works. So basically, gross is okay. So 3,500. So yeah, it makes sense actually because, like, it makes sense because if I take two winners, like I'll still be 0.5 R down. So it's not like a whole 1 R, but it's 0.5, which is still significant. But yeah, you can see it's not the greatest, but I mean, let's just zoom out because it's a good reminder that like it's not the end of the world. My win rate is messed up, but I know that's not true because it's calculating all these little trades too. My win rate is much higher. I think I Let me just do a rough coast calculation. So, two losses. I'm sorry, one loss, and then two, three, and how many winners? Four, five. So I have five winners and three losses, which would be 70%, I believe. 75. That is a quick maths. Anyways, um, yeah, and last month was better. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna. I'm still gonna keep the same mindset. I mean, what I mean by that is I'm still gonna like be focused on the same thing. But if I take another loss tomorrow, something is wrong because three losses in a row is not starting to look clean. I'm gonna have to really like break it down. Okay, what is happening? But I feel calm about this, better than yesterday. So yeah, okay. Let's just wait and do this right and slowly and steadily. Um, okay. So I'm gonna be more careful moving on tomorrow. Like I say that today, but again, I'm having too much comfort. No, what is the word? Confrontation? No, too much conviction. Too much conviction in my trades that like they usually play out. Like you can like I have confidence that they've been able to play out. So now that they're not been playing out, I mean, it's only two trades in a row, but like in this whole time period, I'm not taking two losses in a row. Um, but that's okay. I mean, it's just probability. But if I take another loss tomorrow, I'm gonna be in a very bad spot. Uh, just because I'm too low in the trailing threshold. So it's like I will need to size down, and yeah, I will need to size down, and I will need to just rebuild some cushion. Um, but the market basically humbled me because it's crazy that I was close to passing. So I was excuse me. So okay, I sorry. This thing is getting annoying. Okay. So I was needing to downsize. Okay. That's like my focus now. I guess the thing is uh like why the I say the market humbled me is just simply because like this week I could have passed the eval, and with two losses in a row, it's not the end of the world. It really isn't. But my trillion threshold makes it seem like it's the end of the world, even though I have all this profit. So, I mean, let's see what happens. It can happen that I take another loss and I will have to slice down and just keep the count alive, or um, I um, even lose the count. It's possible. I don't want to because it was basically a month of work to get like 70% there. But I've been doing it right, and I've been doing it slowly, and I'm not in no rush to make money. I'm not gonna let those expectations get to me. I'm doing this slow and proper, and I know how to trade. I've been trading long enough to understand what to do. So it's just like, let's see what happens. I'm gonna just move on now. No point to sit on this. Like yesterday, I let it kind of sit on me, which is pointless, because at the end of the day, like yesterday, I was more, it was my higher self being like, okay, that was a bad loss. But today it was just like, not the worst trade. It was just, I was really expecting that breakout to like running at 3 points. It happens, you know. I just want, like, if you were to test that same strategy, like that 10 points to the CPI candle wick test, how much would have I ran up? You know, like how many times would you be right? And for my knowledge, it does play out. Maybe I could have been a little bit more like cautious, been like, should I fall for this? Like we didn't even have a retest, you know, buyers were weak there. I could have, yeah. It's possible, yeah. And I also feel like me taking a trade too early is affecting me, because I don't need to play to a level. I need to play till the continuation of to that level as a magnet. And I could have done that, but my brain was not telling me to do that because it was early. Anyways, we're gonna move on and call it a day. It was it's been a little bit rough starting this week. But who knows what comes next. And it'll be nice, you know, taking my first it won't be nice, but like, I'm ready for this week to be completely negative. I'm ready for taking another loss if it happens. I'm ready to take another winner. It would be great if I can, but let's see what happens, you know. It's all probability. All I can do is show up and give my best performance, and control the things I can control, which is not over trading. I mean, yes, of course, I could have taken another trade and, you know, maybe made it back and da da da. Very possible, but I can't teach my brain that, because I gotta sit and realize that I took a trade and now I'm sitting out because it was a loss. And if it was a winner, I would have done the same thing. But that teaches me a whole different thing of, you know, gratitude and being humble, like less is more. So yeah, I'm gonna call it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope everyone enjoyed this journey so far uh, of me trading, and I hope to bring better trading, and you know, just keep doing what I'm doing right and remove what I'm doing wrong. I think right now I really want to work on patience, because I'm feeling a little bit antsy. I don't know if it's a stream. I don't know if, like, you know, because I'm trying to like some, that's why I'm like, if I take a loss, I need to look into this like deeply, like spend hours wondering these questions, like what is causing me to feel a little bit antsy, you know, like why did I have to act on that trade so early? You know, why can I not tell myself that, hey, let's miss out on that one? It doesn't feel right, you know? I'm having too much conviction, and too much conviction is also not good. So let's see. I'm gonna start thinking about it now, just so that kind of save myself if I do take another loss. But if I do, I do, and just see. Okay. Anyways,